Good evening, comrades, officers.
Dear comrades, good evening. I'd like to welcome you. It's a pleasure to visit such a missile carrier as yours once again. In fact, I haven't been on such a vessel before. Been on other submarines. You probably know I participated in exercises. But as for your ship, it is something special. These are the newest ships. Look, in 2015 we laid it down. And in 2023, already been 3 years, we have already launched the science. And in 2024 it was part of Maxim's weapon, Valentina Moroskova, for such complex products. Thank you. These are very good timelines, and everything is at the most modern level. Today, on such a boat, we have already seen it launched with us. And it's basically the same, but it also has Zircon, which is especially pleasing, because Zircon can, to some extent, be considered a weapon of strategic importance. The range, how much is Zircon? 1200 still. 2 options are not there. Yes, 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 a bit more. Yes, 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 I understand. Yes, yes, yes. But still, considering the power of this weapon, its accuracy and speed towards the target, it can undoubtedly be classified as to be continued, such systems that perform strategic tasks. The role of the Navy as a whole. It is known that Russia has been a powerful maritime power for centuries, and we will do everything to maintain this status. We will build surface and underwater ships. We will improve their characteristics. They must meet the demands of today and must, of course, be combat ready, effective, and in the fullest sense of the word in the near future. From a historical perspective, because this is the weapon which must serve the country for many decades. They form the basis of our strategic security. We will do everything for this, just as we will do everything to train specialists like you. Yes, these are unique individuals, excuse the expression, but nevertheless, it requires a special character. Readiness to perform any task to ensure the security of the country. You are such people, I have no doubt about it. The traditions of our naval fleet have been established long ago. They are upheld. And the brotherhood of naval officers, especially submariners, has a special quality, a special character. Subtitle made by Dimitozov. I basically want to congratulate you on joining the service on such an object, the most modern, the most equipped, capable of performing the most diverse tasks. You know this better than anyone, but this is a very important matter. To work on surface targets, underwater targets, and stationary ground targets. In general, it's probably hard to list or name tasks that missile carriers of this kind of ships cannot perform. They can do everything. We will continue to hear all of this. Now, as we discussed with the commander, with the captain, to be continued, everything must meet the requirements of today and tomorrow. We need to look to the future. I am glad to see you. Congratulations on being here. And congratulations, as I just mentioned, up there, up there, up there. Congratulations to all naval sailors on today's event with the launch of a new submarine. This is already a class. Thank you. If there is anything you would like to ask, I would be happy to answer any of your questions, please.
Comrade Recommender, may I still give the floor to the commander?
Of course.
Comrade Recommender, I wanted to talk about our exhibition. 4 submarines, all named Arkhangelsk. The first, that is, the battleship Arkhangelsk, by reparations. It was In 1944, it was transferred to the Soviet Navy and served from 1944 to 1949 under the designation Arkhangelsk. The next ship with the designation Arkhangelsk was K-525. This is the lead submarine of Project 949, which served in our military service until 1996. After that, the name Arkhangelsk was transferred to the heavy nuclear-powered strategic missile submarine TK-17 Arkhangelsk, and accordingly, we became the fourth in the top. The ship, accordingly, of Project 885, the Yasen project. Yasen. I have everything. One, because I will lie down for it. All questions.
Dear Vladimir, Nizhny Novgorod survivability, Captain Alexander Flotov. The personal setup of the crew is proud of its affiliation with the main military forces of the Russian Federation. Currently, the crew is undergoing combat training and preparing to carry out important tasks at sea. Everything is proceeding according to plan, and I am confident that both the crew and our cruiser, at the appointed time, will be capable of completing the assigned tasks. The cruiser of this generation is our pride, given that few countries in the world are capable of creating serious and formidable weapons. Could you please tell us what the future prospects and smooth development of the naval fleet in our country are?
Don't worry, I already mentioned that we believe the naval fleet is one of the main guarantees of the state's security. Strategic stability in the world as a whole, since we have a balance strategically known with the United States. And we will treat this with the utmost care. We will do everything in a timely manner. Of course, there have always been many questions and problems at all times. We have Russia as a land-based power, a vast territory, but not by chance. Since the time of Peter the Great, traditions of shipbuilding for the naval fleet have been established. In principle, they existed even earlier. It's just that someone put it on a completely new base, on a completely new foundation. And we will do everything to not only preserve this component of the Russian armed forces, but also to strengthen it. Right? Now we were witnesses to the launch of the 5th cruiser, Maritime, Oriem, right? Sorry, Yasen, now. It is planned to build 5 more such ships. 5. And plus 3 more Bore ships. Bore A. But our plans for the construction of the armed forces and the Navy are not limited to this. There are plans for the construction of surface ships, strategic organizations. I will not go into details now. I will report the details with your permission. We have different perspectives or different approaches regarding what and how things should be done here. But all these debates among scientists, designers, the armed forces, and various enterprises. This is all a positive process aimed at selecting the best optimal options for fleet development. But yes, we are doing them. I won't go into details right now. Although I am immersed in these details, the commander knows. Well, yes, not so often, although it should be more frequent. We meet regularly with them. These debates continue. But decisions are also being made definitively. We are not just engaging in position alignment. During these discussions, decisions are made regarding fleet development, and they are long-term, looking a decade ahead, from 1950 and beyond. Right now we are making a complete assignment, preparing a strategy for the development of naval power, the naval fleet, and a shipbuilding program for surface and underwater vessels up to 1950, which we will do together with you, working together with you. I am speaking without irony. Why? Because the way the operation goes, in this case of the boats, influences the decision making on the floor or on the floor future development plans. So I'm really counting on the fact that when you serve here, if you notice something, if you think about something, please, we will be glad to hear your practical remarks.